What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Soul Break. Thanks for stopping by my channel. So as I mentioned in my previous video, I had a pretty cool pickup recently, and these are the Air Jordan 6 Travis Scott collab in the British Khaki colorway. Now, these released last month, but I did not take a W on any of the raffles. I mean, there was absolutely no version of me copying these for retail, even though I think there were like quite a lot of pairs going around, considering that it is a very hype release. But again, I did not hit on any of the raffles, and so I've been eyeing on this pair for quite some time, and surprisingly the resale price wasn't too high. So I just got rid of some shoes and kind of like flip some pairs for some resale value, and then I was able to score a pair in my size for a pretty reasonable price. I think these are going for around, say, like maybe like $130 to $150 above retail, at least for my size. And I think that's a pretty reasonable resale price, given the build of the shoe and just the pure hype behind it. And I think this is a really cool shoe with pretty nice quality. Now let's just dive right into the shoe. So I'm really excited to have this pair in hand, and I'll be 100% honest with you guys. I really dig these in hand. I mean, these look far better in hand compared to what I've seen online. I mean, I was quite surprised when I pulled these out of the box, because A, the glue smell was like just like crazy, and B, and it just looks fantastic in hand. So as the colorway of the shoe suggests, the entire upper is constructed using this kind of British khaki suede material. So there's really not much to talk about the colorway, except for the fact that the suede material is really smooth, and it's this long haired, pretty nice quality suede material. And just a side note is that I think this is the type of suede that they should have used on the Raging Bull retros that they released a couple months ago. And just my thought, and I mean, I really dig these. This is quite different from the shorter hair suede, or maybe the Nubuck material that we've seen on the OG olive pair. I dig that pair as well. I think the OG pair is, well, I mean, in my opinion, the OG pair is really cool. It's just that they've used different materials, and this material feels really nice to the touch. So on the side panel, you've got that perforated holes here that we see on Air Jordan 6 models, and then you've got that reflective material underneath that, so that's a really cool touch. Now this suede material extends all the way towards the front of the shoe, and we see that typical Air Jordan 6 toe box without any perforated holes or anything like that. Now, as you can see, the camera is picking up this really well, this long-haired suede. I mean, it's just crazy. And again, I think they should have really used this material on the Raging Bull 5s. I think that would have been killer, in my opinion. But anyways, you can see how smooth this is. It's got some sort of like color change when I move my fingers across it, so it's really cool. Now here on the mid side, you've got that darker shade of brown or tan colored mesh tongue, the typical Air Jordan 6 tongue with perforated holes, and then you've got this kind of like beige or tan colored cotton laces factory laced onto the shoe. And it's this goes out to all Air Jordan 6 models. It's just that if you're trying to put these on for the first time, you probably want to like really loosen this up enough, because these are really choked up when they come factory laced. So the eye stay has like a nice switch up between the brown mesh material and the tan or khaki suede. And then on the tongue, we see that typical Air Jordan 6 or Air Jordan logo embroidered in this infrared color or orange color. I think it's infrared, but it's really cool. It's a really nice contrast against that the brown color. I think it really has a cool vibe to it, a nice contrast. And then here we've got that clear semi-translucent plastic lace lock with the Cactus Jack branding here printed in that, once again, that infrared or orange color. And on the back side, you've got that Jordan Jumpman logo here as well. Now, interestingly, this lace lock is glow in the dark, and I'll probably have a shot of the glow in dark effect for the thumbnail, so you guys could probably check that out. And then interestingly, the typical, you know, this Air Jordan 6 tongue with the Jordan branding is also done in this semi-translucent material. I guess it's like TPU material, and this is also glow in the dark, and it's really really bright. I think it's brighter than what we've seen on the original olive pair. Now, what's really interesting is that here on the ankle area, we've got that, you know, nice mesh pouch here. And then we've seen this on the olive pair. It's just that I don't know, for some reason this really looks really nice on this pair. It's got a really like a desert boot vibe. I'm guessing that's why I dig this pouch here. What's interesting is that when you open this pouch up, once again you've got that Cactus Jack smile logo here embroidered in this orange thread, and then here in the bag you've got a extra set of, you know, lace locks. You got that another one on the other pair, and you've got that Cactus Jack logo printed in white, and then the Jordan Jumpman logo printed in white as well. So it's a really cool touch to get an extra set of, you know, lace locks for your shoe. I'm probably gonna keep the glow in the dark one. You know, I just like to have the original stuff when I wear my shoes. And what's really cool is that here on the back side, I think the booty is really nice. I mean, that orange really pops against that khaki suede, and the Nike Air branding with the swoosh logo. The embroidery is just point on. I really like the QC on this, on the back side of the shoe. And for some reason, I mean, that orange really, you know, it has a really cool vibe to it. I think, you know, Jordan Brand did a very nice job of picking out that nice shade of orange to go with the overall kind of like tan color. And here we got that plastic spoiler on the back side of the shoe with the kind of like the orange highlight here in the middle. And once again, this plastic material is also glow in the dark, so it's really cool. They went all out with the glow in the dark effect on this pair. Now the midsole is this tan or kind of like cream colored Phylon material. And then here on the outsole, we've got that typical Air Jordan 6 outsole, except there's nothing typical about it, because underneath the traction pad, which is like the circular traction pads, you've got the Cactus Jack branding in black, you know, printed in black, the smile logo and printed in black as well, and then Travis Scott letters, you know, printed in black underneath this kind of like creamy colored outsole. And what's really cool about this outsole is that you probably guessed, but this is all glow in the dark, and the glow in the dark is just basically blinding. It's really strong. So yeah, that's a really cool detail added to the shoe. And you've got that Jordan Jumpman, huge Jordan Jumpman logo done in this bright orange color once again. And the basically the other side of the shoe is the same deal. One thing that I wanted to mention is that on the medial side of the midsole, you've got that Cactus Jack face logo printed in white, and I think that's a nice little hidden detail, if you may. And then here on the back side of the other shoe, the right shoe, you've got the Cactus Jack logo embroidered in orange, and you know, it's really cool. And also, what's different from the the OG olive pair is that instead of having the pouch on both sides, you got like a zipper kind of like suede pouch here, and this kind of looks like the typical the bubble, the ankle bubble that we see on Air Jordan 6 models, except it's all done in this long-haired suede, and then you got that zipper instead of like a button or anything like that. But I don't think there's anything in here, but you know what the stash pocket is for. So and then you've got this kind of like belt kind of detail. I'm not really sure what you can put in there but it's really nice to have that kind of like military vibe to it. Once again, I think this really reminds me of those like nice desert boots, and I think this is a pretty cool detail. And this pair also comes with like two extra sets of laces, one in this bright orange that goes perfectly well with the Cactus Jack logo and all the orange details. And then the other one is the brown logo. I'm not really sure if I really dig this one, but if I'm gonna wear these, I'm probably gonna keep the original laces on them and just kind of like keep these in storage. And yeah, this shoe is basically full of details. I mean, this is the authentication tag that I got from the local authentication platform in my home country. And the insole is that Cactus Jack branded insole, but I don't think the camera can pick that up. But you've probably seen enough reviews of this shoe already, so yeah, that's just what we've seen in the original pair already. So there's nothing too special there. But I mean, anyways, man, this is a work of art. I really dig this pair. I mean, I thought about just kind of like skipping this pair since I already own the OG olive pair, and I do wear those from time to time, and I really enjoy wearing those. Don't get me wrong. But then, like, this kind of like brown color, this British khaki color really had me. And wearability wise, I think the British khaki pair is more wearable, given it's kind of like toned down colorway. Don't get me wrong, the olive pair is just fine. I can pull it off with any sort of outfit. It's just that I think this pair is more versatile because I guess tan and brown is easier to match compared to some like olive green shoes. So yeah, I think wearability wise, I think this is a more versatile shoe. Sizing wise, I go true to size with all my Air Jordan 6s, and I have no problem with that. If you do have wide or like high feet, you might want to go half a size up, but going true to size has not been a problem for me. I go true to size with my DMP6s, the OG olive pair, and then the Carmine 6s. So yeah, I have no problem going true to size with them. Now, resale wise, I did mention it at the beginning of the video, and the price is basically like maybe $130 to $150 on top of retail, at least in my home country. So if you do not own a pair of 6s, or if you do not own a pair of like Travis Scott shoes, I think this might be a very nice time to pull the trigger on these, because Travis Scott is, I don't want to be like a too big of a hype beast, but Travis Scott is probably one of the hottest artists right now that collaborates with Nike. And I think it is, there's no shame in like kind of like riding on that hype bandwagon. If you have the chips on your hips, it's fine. Everybody kind of like wants like a Travis Scott shoe in their collection. I mean, you don't have to, but there's nothing wrong with wanting to have like a particular shoe in your collection. And I do own a lot of Travis Scott collabs because I feel like it's the shoe of my time. I don't want to like buy say, I don't know, like I can't even remember, like say like the Heineken Dunks. I can probably buy them with cash. It's just that it doesn't feel like a shoe of my time. That's a shoe, like a classic shoe. I think the Heineken Dunks are a bad example, but you get what I mean. I want to buy like a contemporary model as much as possible, because I think that keeps my shoe collecting journey or experience more contemporary and more like kind of like personal to me. I'm not really sure if I got my message through to you guys. It's just that, yeah, I just want to buy shoes of my time and kind of enjoy them when I can, because I don't, honestly, I don't know when I'm going to be done with this hobby. I might be done like next week. You never know. So I just want to, add shoes that are more contemporary to my time. But anyways, that's just like a tangent. But yeah, if you want to own a Travis Scott collab in your collection, I think this is a nice time to go and pull the trigger because, you know, let's be honest. We've seen the Travis Scott dunks shoot up to say like a rack and a half, almost $2,000. The Travis Scott one highs are just crazy, but this has a more approachable price point, relatively speaking. And also, it's done on a very iconic Air Jordan 6, Air Jordan model. You know, the Air Jordan 6 is probably one of the most important Air Jordans in Michael Jordan's career because it's the first number Jordan that he, you know, wore when he won his first championship. So I think the Air Jordan 6, you know, has a, you know, holds a lot of meaning in the entire Air Jordan lineup. And to have like a collaboration shoe with one of the hottest artists right now, I think that you know, that holds a lot of value in itself. But I mean, that's at least how I think, and that's just my humble opinion. You might disagree with me, but you know, it is what it is. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is that the resale price isn't too crazy, so you might want to take this into consideration. So anyways, yeah, I feel like I rambled on a lot at the end, but what I want to say is that I really like this shoe. I just want to get this video over with so I can cut all the tags off and wear them. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I know this is pretty a late review, but you know, just feel free to let me know if you guys were able to take a W on these when they initially released. Please leave something down below in the comment section. I really like, you know, discussing sneakers with you guys, and I'll try to push more content really soon. I'm not really sure what I'm going to be able to hit on next, but let's hope I can pick up something nice for you guys to see. So anyways, thanks for watching.